Good evening, it's Kuro. Got a ranked game in my Yukikaze, going over the matchmaking. The enemy team has a Kansas, Monarch, Turpitz, Atago, Kagero, Oland, and Silly Wangy, or however the hell you say that. It's not a DD that I come across that often, and actually it surprises me this game with Hydro, because I forgot it has Hydro. Anyway, the lesson for this game, um, a lot of it is just being patient and putting yourself in a useful position. I'm in a DD. I've only got 8 kilometer torps and less than stellar gun DPM, and this game really is going to come down to being useful for your team. So initially, taking a look at the initial deployment, that's gonna decide how aggressive I can play on ACAP. Number one, I've decided to go to ACAP because I am basically the closest sneaky DD. Fantastic or Fantast or however the hell you say it. I always screw it up. Um, it just doesn't have the concealment to get in there and try to cap ACAP. And right now with the initial deployment, I'm looking like I've got one North Carolina, and that's about it. And the North Carolina is about 4 kilometers behind me and isn't really going to be able to get up here past these islands for quite some time. So I'm not going to bother stepping on ACAP. We do have an AFK DD. I'm trying to make sure that that I account for that. But with what I'm seeing right now, I'm just going to come up here, play passive on ACAP, try to spot, maybe throw some torps out, and go from there. Not looking to get into any sort of life and death struggles or anything like that. It's way too early in the game for that kind of stuff. So you can see I'm starting to turn out right now, and something is on ACAP. See the smoke start rolling in, and I'm going to take a calculation on the smoke as it's rolling out here. I'm looking, I throw some torpedoes thinking that a DD might try to sit right in here ready to kite back out after capping this. But I'm just gonna let him do its thing. I don't have any support right now to make any plays. Now I do have another North Carolina coming this way, and the Yukikaze's loaded into the game. He's coming this way, but again, all of these guys are 7-8 kilometers out, and another minute and a half before they're able to really start putting effective shots into stuff. So one of the things that's interesting me right now is this Monarch in Kansas. He's pushing up pretty aggressive. I'm just sitting outside this smoke. I'm looking to try to do that. Just detect any DD that might pop out of the smoke, where I can use my concealment. If you'll notice, I'm not pushing in here close to the smoke, and I'm getting ready to line up another round of torps on either this Monarch or Kansas, depending on what's going on. Taking a peek. Okay, looks like the Monarch's slowing down. And you can see I'm looking. Can I torp both of them? We've got the Pan-Asian destroyer that pops up. And I'm just trying to reverse, make sure that I don't get detected here. I do get detected by Hydro, but that Pan-Asian DD has the 5.5 kilometer Hydro from Lo Yang. But it's got Russian guns instead of U.S. Navy guns. Gonna throw some shots out here, try to get a couple hits on this DD, and then just smoke up. I've got my torps off. If you notice, I had waited until the Monarch started pushing, and then I led him with my torps, and I mean, I was pretty right on with the torps with 3 F3s on target. Just going to start trying to gunboat this Monarch. He's trying to print a new ship, and I just don't want that to happen. My Yukikaze's doing questionable things. I do have one fire going up. I've finally got my guns rotated. Now, Yukikaze, I do run BFT instead of torpedo armament expertise on this captain. The idea being that I'm going to, there's not going to be as many opportunities to get within 8 kilometers using those torps consistently, and that since I'm forced to take smoke in this ship, I might as well bring a gunboat build, or as gunboat as a Kagero gets. Um, just trying to get some damage out here on this Oland. Make sure I don't run aground. And my North Carolina just smacks him. So at this point, we're looking pretty good. At least on this flank. We've kind of driven the Pan-Asian DD off. The Kansas is low HP. We should be able to mop him up. And I just want to get back into ACAP. Now, some stuff's going to start to go wrong here, and one of the things is this North Carolina right here. Well, both of them actually, but actually I think it's this guy. Just keeps chasing right into the smoked up DD, and he's just getting farmed by the DD, and it's going to cost him a lot of HP. Things aren't looking so good out on the eastern side of the map. We're just down to a Bismarck out here. This is still a pretty close game, so I'm starting to get worried when I see this going on. He's just blindly shooting back into the smoke. I don't know if he's hitting or not, but if you're not able to get hits in the smoke, don't shoot. Just let yourself try to drop off, and try to fight when the fight's more in your favor. So I'm coming up here, thinking that the Kansas is gonna come out to play, and I've guessed right. And I'm just waiting. The Kansas is starting to accelerate. There it is. I'm just going to drop one set of torps there. At this distance, those F3s are... It's not going to be pretty. And most likely the Kansas doesn't even know that I'm in the cap. Last I was seen was all the way out here. Picked up the Kansas. See the Pan-Asian DD coming back in. I know he's got hydro, so I don't want to fall for the old smoke and hydro ploy. So I'm getting ready to kite out as I fight this guy. I do have a good HP advantage on him, and this build with Yukikaze does have more gun DPM. Throwing that set of torps out there, maybe it's something that makes him think. But, boom, he's got his hydro up. Okay, I'm just going to start kiting. I know his smoke's going to be up shortly. Just trying to get some big shots in this guy before he disappears. Unfortunately, just bumped my aim up just as this guy disappeared, and I sent those shots high. Now, I make the mistake here. He's actually bumped forward in his smoke. I go to shoot forward. I don't think I led far enough up. Yeah, see, he's all the way up here in the smoke. And I'm just going to start peppering that smoke with shots, seeing if I can catch him. I had missed visually that there was a puff up here, and that's why I'm not shooting up there. But regardless, he only has deep water torpedoes. That's why I really haven't spotted any torpedoes this game. So I'm just pushing in here. He makes the mistake of taking a shot, and I go ahead and pick the kill up. So looking at Kagero and Atago, we're down to 2v2. We do have two caps. They do have a slight points lead, and their Kagero stepped on C cap. So, decisions time. Do I support the North Carolina and try to kill them both, or do I run over to B cap, try to cap B cap, and then come down to C cap? And just making the decision that the Atago's low enough HP that, you know what, let's go push it. We still have quite a bit of time before points become an issue. I'm still healthy, and not only am I healthy, Kageros aren't usually known for running a gun build, so chances are I'm going to be able to outgun whatever I find with this Kagero. Now my fear is that this North Carolina is just going to chase into C-cap and get himself smoked, and he's making a good play, backing off. He's just going to have his guns in the area, and I'm going to push ahead to scout him. Now I'm going to make a mistake here. I'm going to rotate my guns right now. This is a mistake. I should slow down, let my guns actually complete the rotation, and then push ahead. By pushing ahead, I'm basically gambling that I'm only going to get 33% of my DPM. Now, I am running expert marksman on this captain, so it's not, a huge amount of time. But right now, I've only got one set of guns available. Since I've got one set of guns available, just going to throw the torps out there. Maybe I can catch him while the guns are reloading. Got some torps. He looks like he had the same idea. But at this point, it's only a matter of time. He's got a lot less HP than me, and I'm just going to push in here. Since he's smoked up, I know he doesn't have TRB, and going to bag this guy as I come through the smoke here shortly. And that's going to wrap it up for this game. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them below. Hope you're having a good night, and I'll talk to you later.